Meet Prophet Pete. Pete is a good guy. He works hard, shows up on time, and genuinely believes he's pretty responsible. Pete pays his bills, mostly. Pete doesn't gamble, doesn't live wildly, and doesn't think he's bad with money. But Pete has a problem. Pete's credit score is bad. Not catastrophic, not shocking, just quietly bad enough to cause problems. And the worst part, Pete has no idea why. Pete assumes credit scores are about income. He thinks banks look at how hard you work, how many hours you put in, and whether you're a good person. Spoiler alert, they don't. Banks don't care how tired you are. They only care about a 3-digit number. And Pete's number is not impressive. Pete learns his first big lesson. A credit score isn't a judgment, it's math. Cold, boring, emotionless math. It doesn't care if you meant well. It doesn't care if it was a rough month. It doesn't care if you usually pay on time. It only cares about patterns, and Pete's pattern, not great. Pete used to max out his credit cards, not because he was reckless, but because he thought using credit meant you were good at using credit. Turns out, using too much of your available credit makes lenders nervous. To the banks, Pete looks like a guy standing in a burning room saying, "I've got this." Even if Pete pays the bill later, the damage is already done. Credit utilization, how much of your limit you use, quietly drags your score down every month. Then Pete had a few late payments. Not dramatically late payments or anything like that, just oops, late. Pete learns something painful. Your credit score does not care why you were late. It doesn't care that you forgot. It doesn't care that the app glitched. It doesn't care that life happened. Late is late, and once it's reported, it sticks around like a bad memory. Pete also makes another classic mistake. He closes a credit card to be responsible. He figures fewer cards equals better credit. His score immediately drops. Pete stares at his phone like it betrayed him. Turns out, closing old accounts shortens your credit history and lowers your available credit. Pete thought he was cleaning up. The credit system thought he was panicking. That's when it finally clicks. Good credit isn't about being perfect. It's about being predictable. Banks don't reward excitement. They reward boring. They want to see the same behavior over and over again, month after month. So Pete stops guessing and starts playing the game properly. He learns that paying your credit card before the statement closes matters more than paying before the due date. He learns that keeping balances low, not zero, just low, helps his score. He stops closing old accounts. He stops opening random new ones. He stops checking his score every 5 minutes like it's a lottery ticket. Pete also learns that you don't fix credit overnight. Anyone promising fast credit repair is selling hope, not results. Real credit repair is quiet, boring, unsexy. It's paying on time every single month. It's letting accounts age. It's resisting the urge to max things out just this once. Pete learns that inquiries matter, that too many applications look desperate, and that stability beats hustle when it comes to credit. Slowly, painfully slowly, Pete's score starts creeping up, not jumping, creeping. And then something interesting happens. As Pete's credit score rises, his life starts getting cheaper. Interest rates go down, approvals get easier, insurance costs less. Pete doesn't suddenly get rich, he gets trusted. That's what good credit really is. Trust. Trust that you'll pay on time. Trust that you won't panic. Trust that you understand the rules. Pete realizes that credit is used for almost everything. Buying a house, leasing a car, starting a business, even jobs and apartments sometimes check it. Your credit score quietly decides how hard your life will be. Pete still uses credit cards. He just uses them differently now. He treats them like tools, not lifelines. He pays 0 interest. He collects rewards. He keeps utilization low. He lets time do the heavy lifting. Pete stops being scared of credit because he finally understands it. Credit isn't free money. It's borrowed trust, and borrowed trust has rules. Used wrong, it hurts you. Used right, it builds everything. Pete didn't fix his credit by making more money. Pete fixed his credit by understanding the system. And once you understand the system, you stop fighting it. You stop stressing. You stop guessing. You stop making emotional decisions. And that's when things finally start working in your favor. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more great content from Prophet Pete.